Welcome back to Midnight Signal AI. Today is May 29th, 2026, and we've got a packed run of AI news to unpack.
The big themes today are model competition, pricing pressure, and where these systems are actually getting deployed. There's also a lot of signal around safety and enterprise partnerships.
Let's start with the biggest story on the board, Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.8.
This feels like Anthropic trying to do three things at once: win mindshare, win coding workflows, and make the economics friendlier. That's a hard combo, but if they pull it off, it matters a lot more than a single benchmark chart.
And the benchmark angle is getting a lot of attention because multiple outlets say Opus 4.8 is a modest but tangible step up, with some comparisons putting it ahead of GPT 5.5 in a lot of tests. That's not just bragging rights, it's a signal to buyers that the frontier is still moving.
Right, and the other piece is the reported effort controls and cheaper fast mode. If users can dial in cost versus quality more precisely, that's the kind of product detail enterprises actually care about.
There's also the safety thread. ZDNET's model tracker says the misalignment rates look similar to Claude Mythos Preview, which is interesting because it suggests Anthropic is shipping capability without pretending the safety problem is solved.
That's important. It's one thing to say a model is smarter, it's another to show it can be deployed responsibly. And if Anthropic is pairing this release with a stronger safety narrative, that's probably as strategic as the benchmark gains.
Speaking of strategy, several reports say Anthropic's valuation story is moving fast too, with one piece citing a $65 billion raise and a $965 billion valuation. We're treating that as reported market context, not a confirmed product feature, but it shows how much investor heat is around this launch.
Exactly. When a model release lands in the middle of a major funding story, the market reads it as a platform moment, not just a version bump. That can amplify adoption, but it also raises expectations immediately.
Switching to another Anthropic angle, Thomson, Reuters, and Anthropic are expanding their partnership to connect Claude with CoCounsel Legal.
This is the kind of deal that tells you where the money is. General purpose chat is useful, but legal workflows are where vendors can prove they're not just a novelty.
And it also fits Anthropic's broader positioning. If they can be the trusted model inside regulated workflows, that's a very different business than chasing consumer virality.
On a related note, there's another Anthropic story today from Decrypt. Claude Mythos is reportedly nearing release after cybersecurity alarms.
That's the tension with frontier labs right now. Every step up in capability creates a second story about control, and the market is watching both at once.
Exactly. If Mythos is real and close, then Anthropic may be trying to keep the roadmap moving while still signaling discipline. That's a tough balance, but it's the one everyone at the frontier has to solve.
Staying on the model race, the decoder says Opus 4.8 is a modest but tangible improvement, and that it tops GPT 5.5 in most benchmarks.
This is where the story gets practical. Benchmarks matter, but if Claude is better in the exact workflows people care about, that's when the switch happens.
And if it's only a small lead, that can still be enough in a market this tight. Frontier AI is often won by the model that feels just a little more useful, a little more reliable, and a little less expensive.
Switching gears, the block says Gemini Crypto Exchange is launching an AI data feed powered by Grok.
That one is interesting because it puts a frontier model directly into a high-velocity financial workflow. The value is obvious, but so is the downside if the feed is wrong or too confident.
Yeah, and it also shows how these models are getting embedded into products where the AI is not the product. It's the layer that makes the product feel smarter.
Next up, First Post says Anthropic unveiled Opus 4.8 with new effort controls, updated pricing, and enhanced AI capabilities.
Pricing is a quiet headline, but it's often the one that changes behavior fastest. If Anthropic made the model easier to budget for, that can matter more than a small benchmark bump.
Finally, there's a broader market story from Yahoo Finance and Yahoo Tech, where Anthropic is being framed as overtaking OpenAI in valuation while launching Opus 4.8. That's not a product spec, but it tells you how the market is reading this moment.
And that framing matters because valuation becomes a proxy for momentum, talent attraction, and customer confidence. Whether or not people love that metric, it shapes the narrative around the release.
Across all these stories, the pattern is pretty clear. Anthropic is pushing hard on capability, safety, pricing, and enterprise relevance all at once. That's a broader play than just one model version.
And the rest of the day's news reinforces that AI is moving deeper into specific workflows: legal, trading, coding, and agentic automation, while the frontier labs keep trying to outpace each other without tripping over safety or economics.
Thanks for listening to Midnight Signal AI. Until next time, keep building, keep questioning.